All I do is turn to the left for 2 seconds and to get my mail, get ready, and I heard a noise. And next thing I know, I looked up and there was a gun. It was touching my head.
That's Southfield letter carrier Matt McBee recounting the day he was robbed at gunpoint while on his mail route. Happened this past July, and it has happened a number of times since then.
Yeah, it is why U.S. postal workers here in Detroit and across the country really are rallying to raise awareness about the dangers they face every day. Pamela Osborne joins us to give us a better sense of how concerning this has become. Pamela.
Kimberly and Devin, since 2020, violent attacks, armed robberies on letter carriers have increased by 30% year to year. That means more than 2,000 postal workers, mail carriers, have experienced a trauma that we learned about firsthand today.
I never think it happened to me, and I couldn't breathe when I think about it.
Trando is the latest letter carrier in our area to come face to face with armed robbers.
Two of them with a gun point at my stomach.
It happened to her 2 weeks ago in Northville.
I never think it happened in Northville, because to me, Northville is very sad.
I can still feel the gun touch my head. And then I turned around and saw an AK. And
Matt McBee tells us he thinks about that day every day.
I guess people don't really think what they do to us when they put us through this stuff. The trauma never goes away.
Their experiences are what drew dozens of fellow postal workers to the Fort Street Post Office in Detroit. These Enough is Enough rallies are happening all across the country.
There's a network of folks out there across the country that have found us to be a target for them.
More than 2,000 of them became victims while on their routes over the past 3 years.
14% of these crimes have had both an arrest and a prosecution. 14%.
Brian Renfro, president of the National Association of Letter Carriers, is calling for a tougher stance when it comes to finding and holding the people who commit these crimes responsible.
We just want to come to work, do our job, and go home in the same condition we got here.
And postal workers said there's another part to all of this, and that really falls on us. They say that we all have an idea of when our mail carriers are coming by and delivering things for us. It's our responsibility, and we can keep an extra eye out if we notice people who don't live in the area, maybe a vehicle parked extra close to that mail vehicle. Just keep an extra eye out. They say that could really also help make the difference in them getting home safely. For now, reporting live in Detroit, I'm Pamela Osborne. Local 4.
Those are really good tips, because so often our postal workers look out for us in our home. So really good advice there, Pamela. We appreciate your story tonight.